Hello everyone, welcome back to Beach Boys TV for another Matchday experience. It's been a while, exactly a month, 30 days since our last game, that incredible comeback victory against Newmarket Town. Pretty different scenery today. We're here at New Lodge, Billericay. Of course, massive thank you to Billericay Town for the facilities today, as we simply could not get a game onto our pitch with the recent weather. So on today's game, we're playing Brantham Athletic, bottom of the league. Their most recent game, a lot more recent than us, but against the same opponents, against Newmarket. They ran out 3-1 losers in that one. We'll cut to the team news. Come on, Concord. Brantham get us underway. Of course, we'll just quickly run through the team news for you. In goal, number 1, Charlie Brown. Back 4, Teddy Perkins returning to the side. Captain Tom Stephen, Jamal Allen, Freddie Bewers. Midfield, Charlie Panton, Ollie Spooner. And it looks to be Lewis Hayes with Harrison and Stephen in attack. I believe Owen Moore and Freddie Bewers more acting like fullbacks. Might go to whoever's man of the match tonight. It's well kept on by Owen Moore. Hayes holding off his man. Falls to Moore again. Can deliver a cross now. It's clipped into the box. Looking for Toussaint. Gets his head onto it! And Concord with an early lead. The Brantham keeper stays on the floor. Maybe claiming a foul. Toussaint just stronger in the air. Got there first. I don't think the goalkeeper had any control over it. It's good work on that right-hand side by Owen Moore and Lewis Hayes. And Concord lead 1-0, 4 minutes in. Yeah. Just the start that Concord would have been after. Of course, after that long period without a game, could have been very easy to come into this one and start slow. Bit of rustiness in terms of match practice, but Stephen Toussaint, ever so reliable for the Beach Boys. Pots of another goal, and this time from open play. Free kick will be clipped in towards Charlie Brown. Good hands to keep hold of it. Looks to get us away straight away. It's picked out Owen Moore into Panton, who can slow the game down. Concord get a foothold of possession. It's clipped. It's a really good ball by Panton, finding Freddie Bewers on this left-hand side. Looks to beat his man. Bewers looks to get across into the box. Just ran ahead of him slightly. It'd be a goal kick, of course. So strong on the ball. Ollie Spooner does really well. Finds Toussaint to switch the play for Owen Moore. Lewis Hayes making a run inside the channel. Owen Moore doesn't use him. Cuts inside. Fires a shot. Just wide of the post. Really good, promising start to this one by Concord. Allen does well to win the first ball. Panton latches onto it and sends Harrison Day into this right channel. Inside, really good work by Day. Here's Lewis Hayes. Owen Moore now into the box. Fires it into the roof of the net. Owen Moore with his first Concord goal. Really good work once again in that right-hand side. Owen Moore, Lewis Hayes linking up. Of course, provider for the first, turns scorer for the second. It's 2-0 to Concord. Brantham kick off once again. Of course, still only 10 minutes in, we must remember. Another chance here for Concord. Freddie Bewers. Harrison Day beats his man. It's Day. Good save. Cleared away on his Forest. Spooner. Blocked off the line. Another player close to getting his first Concord goal. What a start by the Beach Boys. Nearly 3 inside 10 minutes. It's a good blocking it off the line in the end. It's Brantham really on the ropes here. Spooner, he finds Charlie Panton. Once again looking for that ball in behind to Freddie Bewers on that left side. Passes man, goes down. And what's he given? Is it, I believe, a free kick just outside the area. Really good work by Freddie Bewers once again on that left hand side. Then so much space for the two wing backs. Here's Hayes to swing it in. Just about, I think, wide of the post. Here come Brantham on the right hand side. It's a good pass into the box and a strike is in, and Brantham have one back just before the 20-minute mark. It's good work on that right hand side from the visitors. There's a pass across the box, finds, I believe it's the number 9. Fires a lovely controlled effort into that top corner, nothing Charlie Brown could do. And Brantham have one back. It's be safe to say it's against the run of play, the first 20 minutes. It's what Concord have to be wary about. Can't get too complacent, despite the fantastic start we've had. We look to restore our 2-goal lead straight away. It is to Saint. Good little reverse pass to Bewers. There's a lot of time. Fires a low cross into the box, and Harrison Day just can't sort his touch out. Falls to Spooner. Here's Moore. Fires it low across the box. Well defended. Headed away. Spooner challenges. Can't get there, and Brantham can clear. Brantham still searching for an equaliser. And a free kick given against Charlie Panton in a very good position for the visitors. Just 25-30 yards out over this one. The strike is blocked by the wall, falls back to him, clips it towards the back post, and the header is wide, and another warning sign for Concord. Didn't quite react to the second phase. Over the head of Tom Stephen. Good chance for Brantham now. Low cross into the box. Perkins looked to get clear. Charlie Brown just couldn't keep it in play. Be a Concord for Brantham. A corner for Brantham, not... Throw in sent into the box. Drops down. Stephen hooks it clear. It's good forward pass. Spooner does well to track back and win it back, and finds Owen Moore, who can drive forward or find a pass. Decides to try find Harrison Day in behind. It's good goalkeeping. Really good starting position.
Be punching these a lot more, seeing where they are in the league and how they started. Although soon to Saint with a touch over his head and trying to get a corner or something out of it. Tussling in the corner. He does get clear though, and the ball into the box. Keeper saves. He's good. Shepherding off for Charlie Brown to come and claim. Charlie Brown gets it forward, but it goes straight out. Again, unlike him. And that is the half-time whistle. Concord 2, Brantham 1. Again, very, very good start to the game, I must say that. Brantham getting in at 25th minute with the goal back. I must say, very, very against run of play, because it's been a lot of stuff from the Brantham goalkeeper. He's been asked a lot of times. But nonetheless, let's go see what Somi's got to say at half time.
From just the staff touching base on what we thought. Obviously a great start, get yourself 2-0 ahead, could have been more. And then maybe you thought the game was done. And you come off it 5-10% and allowed them back in the game. We didn't just come off it 5-10%, we then tried to overcomplicate simple things that were working, whether it's the moving the ball quick enough and getting the ball in the box. Sometimes we're trying the big ball or an extra 2 or 3 touches in the middle or out wide. But to be fair, in your opinion, who's been our most effective player going forward? Getting the ball. A lot of it in the first 10-20 minutes was going through you. Once we stopped doing that, we didn't look as good. So keep trying to play through Charlie and keep moving the ball. You set the tempo. You can go and put your foot down on the accelerator and go and get a couple more goals and kill them off and have a quite enjoyable night. Or you don't fucking do what you're supposed to do and they go and get something from this game. But we don't have a conversation after 9 minutes if they've got something from you after that first half. You've given them a chance now. Just make sure you go and take control of that second half. Yeah? Go out there, do the right thing. Come on, boys.
Back out for the second half. Concord get us underway. Of course, Sammy will be keen to, as he said, keen to not give Brantham much more of a sniff than we already have. Of course, after that brilliant start, the visitors are still in this one. Got to be wary. However, it is certainly there for the taking for Concord. Sammy calling for more from his Concord players on the touchline. Not happy with what he's seen at the start of the second half. Bit of a hesitation. Leads to Brantham having a chance on goal here. Cuts inside, looks to get a shot off. Buer's done enough to put him off, and it's easy enough for Charlie Brown. It's Toussaint. His cross was blocked, falls to Spooner. Wins a free kick, much to the disagreement of those in claret. Hayes plays it outright to Owen Moore. Looks to get to the byline as it's seen so often today. Fires it across! And I believe it was Toussaint who got the final touch. That's what I asked the boys afterwards, but it was really good play from Owen Moore once again on that right hand side, gets to the byline. Took a touch on the way through from the cross, falls to Toussaint 2 yards out, you can make no mistake. And Concord restore their 2-goal lead, and it's 3-1. Corner goes short. Hayes swings it towards the back post. Well, one in the air by Perkins, cleared away, only as far as Spooner strikes it with the left foot! Oh my word! What a way to get your first Concord goal! And Ollie Spooner with an outrageous volley into the top corner. Concord have 4, and any worries at half time that Brantham are getting back into this are surely out of their minds now. Really well composed, Teddy Perkins. It's a great ball by Owen Moore for Toussaint. Can't quite keep it in play as he's ran into the advertising ball there. Looked to be a sore one for Stephen. Torres once again into the box towards the back post, cleared away. Gregory looks to get hold of it on the edge. Really well. Reg to get it out wide to Torres, slips. Looks to keep hold of it, falls to Freddie Buer to the right foot, and that will be why he doesn't use that often. Here's Otti. Looks for Toussaint. Just gets to him, Brittle down. Penalty. To make it 5. Stephen Toussaint steps up, fires it once again into the bottom left corner. What's that old saying? There's 3 things certain in life: death, taxes, and Stephen Toussaint scoring from the penalty spot. Concord 5, Brantham 1. Hat-trick for Stephen Toussaint. And here's Otti. Looks to be his man. He's got the strength to keep hold of it. Good bit of skill. Fires across the box. Very young. And that'll be his chance. A swing and a miss from Tammy Young. Comes to Bewers with the cross. And the keeper got a vital touch to it. It'll be a corner. It's clipped towards the back post. Young, the man that deals with it, clears it, I think, into our own player in the shot. It's over the top, and there's the full-time whistle. Routine victory in the end for Concord, despite the early scare. Of course, brilliant opening 10 minutes to this one. Stephen Toussaint got us rolled in within 5. Owen Moore adding a second with his first for the club. Of course, brilliant performance from him. And we'd like to say, to confirm up here in the gantry, Owen Moore is our man of the match today, despite Stephen Toussaint's hat-trick. Of course, his contributions on that right-hand side, vital for today's victory. Of course, Brantham looked to be getting back into it in the first half. However, second half, Concord ran away with it. It's Concord 5, Brantham 1. And we'd like to say, before closing this one, massive thank you once again to Billericay for the facilities here. Lovely ground you've got over here, and we really appreciate the helping hand to get tonight's game on. Of course, that victory is one of our many games in hand. Of course, we're back in action this coming Saturday. We're on our travels as we move up to Lowestoft Town. Hope to see as many of you on the road with us as we can. See what Sammy has to say. Here with first team manager Sam Collins after tonight's 5-1 victory against Brantham. First of all, Sammy, overall thoughts on that one?
Glad to have a game of football, really. Obviously it does help when you win, but it's just really good to have a competitive game. It's been a long 4 weeks. Very tough for the players mentally and physically to prepare yourself for a game, and then have all the disruptions we had to no fault of anyone's, obviously out of anyone's control, home and away with the weather. But to finally get a competitive game of football, it's always, when you miss one game week, let alone 4, that first game back to have that sharpness that we had. Yes, we allowed them back into the game in the first half, and I don't think we started the second half too well. But there's always going to be issues with that long period of time without a competitive game. But yeah, overall, great to finally have a game and a very important performance and result, I feel.
Because quick word on a few players. Obviously, Owen Moore, we giving him up in the gantry as man of match today. Thought it was unbelievable on that right hand side. Of course, got his first goal tonight. Also Spooner as well, getting his first with an unbelievable strike. So yeah, thoughts on their 2 performances and any individual performances as well? Yeah,
Owen's been patient. Obviously, he's on loan from Colchester. He wants to play as much as possible. He's done very well from the bench at times. He did actually start the other game against Brantham that got abandoned, if you remember. And also, I think his best performance before today was coming on at 1-0 down against Newmarket. I think he was the one that changed the game for us. He was involved in 2 of the 3 goals, and he's been patient. Kai's been playing well in that position. So that was probably the toughest decision to make. But that's good problems for me to have. Kai shouldn't be happy that he's been left out, but I know he's taken that opportunity. We've got 10 games in 33 days. That was including tonight's one. And we've got a smaller squad now, so they're all going to be used. And it's important that the standards are kept high. Spooner, someone said it come off his shin, so it's a bit of a shank apparently. But no, he's been very, very good, Spoons. Has the connection with Drew from East Warwick and Tilbury. And he's arguably been, along with Tom Stephen, our most consistent player in recent months. He come in at a time where our form had dipped a little bit as well. I think his first game was Gorston. That's nothing to do with him, but I could see the first 5 or 6 weeks he was with us, he might have been thinking he's made the wrong decision, but hopefully, we've not had a game for a month. In 2026, we've changed a few bits and had better performances and results, and he's been important in that. I think the only win we had when he first came was Whittam, which was a very good performance as well. But we struggled through the back end of November and December, and he might have been thinking, what has he got himself in for? But hopefully now he can see what we're creating, and he's a vital part. He just goes about his business. He gets about the pitch well. He makes good decisions. He's physical. So the two you mentioned there, I touch base on. You can mention Stephen with his hat trick. Lou Hayes as well, another good performance. He's been skiing for a week, so he looked a little bit rusty, a little bit leggy there. Teddy Perkins' first game, it was good to have him back. Still lots to improve for the back three, but they've got a lot of games at high levels, those three, and with Charlie behind them, I thought we had a solid game. Disappointing to concede and let him back into it, but you can go, even the subs when they come on affected the game. There wasn't as much for them to do because the game was quite comfortable towards the end when the subs were coming on, but the starting 11, they put themselves about and put us in good stead for Saturday.
Of course, yeah, as you mentioned, moving on now, we've got 2 tricky away trips coming up. First, Lowestoft on Saturday. Thoughts on those?
We'll take one. A lot of games coming. We'll take one game at a time. I've not looked into Lowestoft yet. I'll try and get some rest tonight and start my homework and assignments for tomorrow. They're obviously, it looks like they're in a relegation fight themselves. So they're any team really in this league, wherever you are in the league, you're looking to have good home form. So we obviously got 2 long away trips. We obviously want to remain unbeaten in 2026. Lowestoft and Wroxham will both be tough for the travel and the conditions of a small squad. And again, where we haven't had a game for a month really, we've got to manage the squad as well and make sure we get that right and give ourselves the best opportunity to play with respect to Brantham. It was probably a difficult night for them. Again, they did give us problems when they got a goal back, and I thought they started better in that second half. I think Lowestoft will give us more of a problem. Again, I haven't done my due diligence yet. Wroxham, we know is going to be a tough game. Last season and season when we played them, it's always been close with them. We did go there last year on a midweek and win. And when we was in a tough point where we, in the stage of the season where we was really needed to win, it was us and them sort of a 6-point in relegation last season. Obviously they're up chasing the playoffs and we'd like to be there as well, so we'd like to think that Wroxham game would be a 6-pointer for a playoff chase. But Lowestoft first. Now, you might have to fact check me on this one. I'm not sure the last time the club went there was when we won the playoffs.
Probably a long time before me.
Yeah, so that would be an interesting. I don't think the club's gone back there since they won the playoff final, step 3 going into the Conference South at the time. I wasn't with the club then. I joined after, but that'd be an interesting point if that's our first time back there since that point. But yeah, looking forward to it. There's a challenge for the group, the long away days. I think some of them might plan on staying up there. The younger ones might not have full-time jobs, can afford to do that. But yeah, it's part of the development of the group, those long journeys and getting through it together. But overall, just looking back at tonight, it's just great to get a game on and the important 3 points.
Perfect. Thank you.